guys, I can go for some coffee right now.
And
Credits.
Coffee and credits. Yeah.
This is the first episode of our special new branch on the channel. We are Coffee and Credits.
It's not the first episode, though.
Well, like the official name.
Technically, it'll be because the our surfer episode was technically episode 25 of Salesman After Hours.
Oh,
but
25. That's quarter of 100.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because the most recent one was 26.
That's fucking
I
crazy.
think, unless.
This is an episode of Coffee and Credits.
Yeah, where we talk and review films, TV shows, and what have you. Guys, what's our movie today? What do we got?
We have.
I was just about to say The Surfer.
Yeah, we watched The Surfer again, and we're going to be doing another review for the channel. No, Fight or Flight. This movie just, I think
it's
came
just
out,
rolling out now.
Yeah, I feel like
On the 9th.
around whenever this will come out.
Our friends
Today
over
is-
at Hens, who provided us with a special early screening for The Surfer. Go watch that
Which you
episode, by the
saw.
way.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, they gave us a special screening of Fight or Flight. Babe, who directed that movie?
James Madigan.
James This is his first official directorial debut, which is
according to Letterboxd, which is like
bananas.
like the gospel for movies, and yes, that's fucking crazy.
That's banana
That's like-
pants.
Yeah, thank you, Hens. We love Hens. Our best friends, Hens.
Yes, shouts out as always to Hens,
Love you guys.
especially our email contact. Again,
Exactly.
we'd love to have you
watching
on the
this.
show.
Whoever I email at Hens, we're besties. Oh, fuck. I have to send Hens an email, actually. I have to email them or... Fuck. I have to email you guys if you're watching this. Hey. But yeah, thank you, Hens. They gave us The Surfer. They gave us Fight or Flight, which we're talking about today. And next week we'll talk about Juliet and Romeo.
True. Which is for sure something that exists and is coming out.
And we're
Right?
going to watch it, definitely.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
review it.
Yeah,
We'll save that for next time.
Yeah, it might be good, might be bad, who knows? But something of a
Yeah.
disclaimer is that we are not paid by anyone to
Yes,
give
good-
any
good point
exuberant
to bring that up.
reviews. We could be open, honest. We could say it was the worst thing we've ever seen, the best thing we've ever seen. We mean what we say. We're not
Yeah.
paid to fucking funnel out.
if you
good
want to pay
reviews.
us, I mean, hey,
We're not paid, period. No one's paying us for anything.
We did get paid
Hens
once.
Yeah?
We got
Just
paid.
We've been paid once for.
Salt River Therapy.
Shh. They're not paying us again.
I know.
But yeah, we're not paid by anyone. If you want to pay us, you can pay us. But Hens just gives us early screeners, and we go, thank you so much.
True. Fuck yeah.
And we love them. And this week we watched Fight or Flight, like I said, by James Madigan. And it had Josh Hartnett, and
That's
he was
true.
blonde. I'm having a disease day today. I have low salt, so I am dying. But I feel like it would be fun if we start by reading our Letterboxd reviews.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think that would be silly.
And then we'll
'Cause
get
I-
into the
yeah.
nitty gritty of the
Yeah.
movie and stuff.
Because I just remembered what mine was.
Yours is very funny.
Yeah.
My honest review on Letterboxd was 3.5 out of 5 stars. Solid watch. I said, shout outs again to our friends over at Hens for giving our show Salesman After Hours, another movie screening. This was really fun. I fucked with it super heavily. Obvious allusions to Bullet Train aside, this was a bonkers good time and put Josh Hartnett on my radar. Full review will be up on our YouTube soon, and well,
That's what you're watching right now. So
Who's next?
Billy, do you want to go? Because mine's long.
that's good. Okay, because I'll say mine and then we can explain what mine. So my review also 3.5 out of 5 stars.
It's a pretty long-winded review here.
Yeah, it's mainframe.
That was it.
That's that. I mean, because okay,
let's do context.
you explain it. It was your-
A core centralizing thing in the movie is hacking and hackers, and a really overdone cliche is saying anything along the lines of they're hacking into the mainframe. And there were a couple times where I felt like they were going to say that, and I was like, guys, if the word mainframe is said once during this movie, we're turning it off. Spoiler alert, lo and behold, they didn't say we're hacking into the mainframe, but the word mainframe was said. We did not turn off the movie,
I was going to say, we didn't turn off the movie. That
Because it was so
a joke.
late into the movie. Oh, also to say, spoiler alert
Yes.
for the whole
Yeah.
bit. We're probably never gonna do a spoiler safe review.
Probably not.
So, like that. Oh, who's that girl that we're watching on YouTube? Who's doing the Succession video?
I don't remember
With
her name
Dorian
offhand,
Gray.
but shout outs to her.
Shout outs her. She like teaches YouTube classes, and she says you have to do the required reading. So these all have required reading, and it's the movie, or you don't care about being spoiled. But my review, as some of you may know who follow us closely, I run a Mad Max fan account on Letterboxd. It's not official, but every movie I review, I try to somehow correlate it to Mad Max. But my review of Fight or Flight was also 3.5 stars, so we're unanimous around the board for that, which is nice.
7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Math. I didn't put that like fractioning together.
I do. Letterboxd does still fucking confuse me. Like,
A little bit.
Sometimes I'll have to take a double take at like a rating before I realize, oh, okay, wait, no, this makes sense.
Exactly. I said, I deeply and inexplicably loved every scene that did not have the business people, capital B, capital P, in suits, capital S, in the room with the computers, all capital. Fight choreography and SFX was so good that I did not care for the plot, and it seems like they did not also care for the plot. They also didn't care for the plot. I'm literate, I promise. But had to include it because it's a movie, and movies should have plots, because But every scene on the plane was so enjoyable that I really don't think they need anything else. Enter. It was kind of like Mad Max when they
A little bit.
There was a scene where they were all driving, and
That's true. Yeah.
It's just like Mad
they
Max.
fought. It's just like Mad Max. I lied. It was not when they were guys. Were they driving at any point?
Not really.
The only driving scene that I can recall is in the beginning when he gets the cab to the airport.
Yeah.
Hey, so I just got myself confused with Thunderbolts, because there's a scene in Thunderbolts
That
Where
is just
they're-
like
where
Mad
there
Max.
is, it was just like Mad Max, where there is a long driving scene and they're fighting in their cars. Fight or Flight had a fight scene that why did I say it was like Mad Max? It kind of wasn't.
I think your brain's just
But-
been melting.
I mean, there was one scene where there were like a bunch of colors going on, and like there's colors in Mad Max. So,
Hey, Billy,
like,
you
on
haven't
occasion.
seen Mad Max Fury Road.
Yes,
Don't
actually,
listen to
You
Billy
have
from
no
the last episode where he said he watched Mad Max Fury Road. He was lying.
I might have. I think I said it. I don't remember if we said it on the episode, but yes, I have not seen
did
Mad
lie.
Max, and I don't know why I said yes.
But yeah, just to dive into the movie, to get this out of the way, I think everyone who is going to watch this movie is going to allude it to Bullet Train.
Yeah.
And that's like, it's going to happen. Like,
Yeah.
it's like long-winded, well-choreographed fight scenes in an enclosed transportational space.
Yes, like it, and I think it's clear that like the inspiration is that like it's not just like it's extreme happenstance that this is very similar to Bullet Train. And I think it's clear that like there's a lot of inspiration taken, which is
Yeah.
a good thing. Don't get me wrong. That's like
I remember why I said it was like Mad Max.
because of the colors.
No, not at all, actually. But because on the topic of the fact that I did not like the plot of the movie, that's not to say it made the movie bad. It just made me think that the movie was satirical, and I had to look up before we filmed if the movie was satirical, and I couldn't find anything. But the plot was so basic
Fine.
and so like
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I have to streamline my thoughts. The reason why I think it's like Mad Max is Mad Max Fury Road obviously has a plot, but it's such like an in-between movie of two big plot points, really, that like it's almost following this like midline kind of like there's a conclusion in Mad Max Fury Road, but it's so that the next movie Furiosa could exist. Like it's bridged a gap, and that's why I love Mad Max Fury Road, because it just had such a huge focus on like the fight choreography and the aesthetics and like the costumes and makeup and everything and the characters and like the weirdness and all of that. And that's why I am just so in love with Mad Max Fury Road, and I can watch it over and over and over again, because there's no like problem presented, let's solve it. Like there is, but in such not a dire enough way. And I feel like Fight or Flight would have really benefited from having something like that, where like the first plot point that I kind of fell in love with, and I think we all did, of it was that Josh Hartnett plays a hitman guy.
Yeah.
Ex-Secret Service.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. And he gets on this plane because of the business people in the room with the computers. You all know what I'm talking about. That trope. They told him, get on this plane because you need to find someone.
Hacker.
Yeah, you need to find
Like a
this
notorious.
person. Yeah. So he gets on the plane, and then it turns out the plane, everyone on the plane is a mix of civilians and like also other like hitmen and like bounty hunters and like guys like that.
And he didn't know that until
Yeah.
he was already on the plane,
Which is-
and it
which
was
is a-
taking off,
Which is a sick concept. Like, that's a
love it.
really cool idea.
Exactly. And if the movie was Josh Hartnett has to survive and get off this plane while facing like an entire like manifest of bounty hunters, like that, would have loved it. Would have loved every second. Would not have been taken out of the immersion at all. But as soon as he finds like the target of his like
mission,
spoiler alert, it turns out to be like a
One of the
25-year-old
flight
girl.
attendants,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a flight attendant.
I think that's where like it's kind of starts to like screech and like halt a little bit.
That's what I was
Like,
gonna say. I think one of the major sore points for me, at least, was like revealing that she was the target so early. Like I felt
Yeah.
like they revealed her like kind of maybe a little
Before
more than
the halfway
half. Yeah,
point.
little before half.
It felt like they almost fucked up in revealing it, though. Like, they, like, didn't mean to record that scene so soon or something, because then, like, the target, it felt so, like, campy and kitschy that I thought that it was satire, because, like, everyone on their fake, like, square device that's supposed to resemble a phone got a picture of Josh Hartnett. He was the target. And then they got a picture of this girl. She was the target. And then it changed to Josh Hartnett. He was the target. And, like, if we didn't reveal... The target that Josh Hartnett was going for is called the Ghost. So we'll refer to her like that because I don't know her name. Sorry. It was something. I don't know. The cat. I can touch my iPad right there and find the cast, but
Funny story about
Ghost.
that, actually. I looked it up after. Quick aside: the actress who played the Ghost is going to be playing fucking what's her name in the Vivi in the One Piece live action.
oh shit, no
Yeah,
kidding.
It's the same
that's
same
sick.
actress.
I don't know.
Princess
One Piece.
Vivi.
True.
I don't know One Piece.
Anyways,
That is really cool though. But so, hey, wait. Oh, okay,
did I
so
make
the
you
Ghost-
forget? Okay.
No,
Thank God.
I was like, wait. I was thinking about One Piece. I was like, wait, why are we talking about? Okay, I'm back now.
My fault.
But if they didn't reveal, like, if they kept the ghost being anonymous until the very end, that would have saved this entire, like, really weird, like, unthought through and, like, kind of, like, neglectful plot point that the ghost had. And, like, if the entire movie was Josh Hartnett, bounty hunters on plane, he has to survive, he doesn't know who his target is, we don't know who his target is, we can't find the target, he finds the target in the last couple of seconds, the plane does its plane thing, like the plane ended up like crashing, but we don't know how anyone survived because like what the fuck, but whatever. Like if it happened like that, I would have given it genuinely 5 stars because it's very reminiscent of Mad Max. But like the ghost introduced this whole plot point of like
almost like a I'm trying to think of the right word, but like kind of like she's trying to stop like child labor or like child trafficking.
Exactly. And it felt like one of my old professors of history taught us this like term and phrase, and it like has changed the way I view things, but like he would refer to her as like a masturbatory protagonist, where the cause that she's fighting for, and for our audio listeners, I'm putting big dramatic air quotes, quote unquote, cause that she's fighting for is like, I have to save the children who are hungry and enslaved.
It's a good accent. It's really good.
Thank you. But like, and like we never really get more about the children. We don't know why this like device that she's built is gonna save the children.
That's the thing, too. It could have completely just been like me not paying attention, but like it could completely be my fault. I'll just say that like the movie didn't explain it just for whatever's sake, but like they didn't really explain what the device did. Unless, like I said, unless I'm like just being
she's like
stupid
fucked
Mainframe.
over like multiple like major countries like economy and shit before. Like she's like that kind of hacker. But like I think it was fine that we find out who she was, but I just think they did it way too fucking early. And my God, I swear, when they're in like the cargo hold of the plane and Josh Hartnett realizes that this girl's the ghost, they talk for maybe 5 minutes straight.
It's a long
which is
scene.
not that long. That's like 5 minutes is not a long time. But for two people in an action movie to just sit in this static location for like it took me the fuck
Like
out.
shot, reverse shot
It
for
took
5
it
minutes
took me the
straight,
fuck
and it's
out.
like-
It pissed me off a little bit.
And like, not to keep talking about Mad Max, because I literally told Sean, like, because he was saying like, oh, why didn't you bring up Mad Max more with like the literally Australian Ozpolation movie that is also Mad Max, like the surfer, and it like, because I like it, they're their own art pieces reminiscent of the same kind of time, but with this one, it tries to be that like continuously action movie, and like I don't have any references of that because
John Wick.
Yeah, thank you. Sean's gonna be showing me John Wick, so I don't like action movies. I never liked action movies until I met this one over here, who made me like action movies, and now I'm obsessed with Mad Max. As someone who like grew up with like all of like the art house like weird like you don't know this film like kind of like weird fucking films.
A French movie from the 30s where the
30s.
protagonist is a male carrying pigeon.
and it's 5.5 hours long.
And it's all in black and white, and there's 3 subtitles in the entire thing.
and like the title has absolutely nothing to do with everything. It'll be like, Je m'appelle Chelle, and it's like, once
Translated to English, it says like pigeon. Like it's just
It's called The Pigeon, like 1939.
yeah.
we gotta see if that's a
Colorized,
real
but only
movie.
like the pigeon's beak is color.
There's
And
a,
those movies are cool too, but
I
like,
would say, and there's 100,000 5-star reviews on Letterboxd.
Exactly. Well, like so.
Hurt. Oh, I've done that,
That
before.
hurt.
I just digged my beer on my front. It didn't even hurt. Just like
It's, it's
hurt
like a
us.
sound that like you. It's the same thing as like fucking nails on a chalkboard. Like everyone hears it and it's just like. Ugh.
we are not sponsored by Corona, but Corona Sunbrew Citrus Cerveza, really good.
Yeah.
It's like Blue Moon, a little bit sweeter. I recommend it. Happy summer, everyone. We're almost there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I grew up really liking movies like Our Fake the Pigeon from 1939. And like I feel like because Mad Max like changed my life, I feel like I base all of my action movie like reviews or like thoughts based around that one because I genuinely feel like it's perfect. And in every scene where like it's 2 people talking, like think of like the scene where like this is not really a spoiler, but like they stop the war bus for the first time and like Mr. Mad Max is like trying to get on the bus and Nux is like running after them, and like they're all talking and it's a static scene, but like the way the camera moves and the way there's like an anticipation of like a Morton Joe is coming right now, he's on his way, and like we have to fucking move, and like half of them like want to keep Nux and like not like blah, blah, blah. It's like so much, but like there's so much like on the line, and the way it's shot and the way it's written is kind of like keeping us on our little toes, like of like fuck, there's a thing to get to.
Yeah.
But in Fight or Flight, like that scene where they're talking, like it's supposed to be like, cause it was right, like he was shot a bunch. She was like the ghost was like already shot previously and like she's bleeding, like they were hurt, whatever. But there wasn't
Like this is coming right off of a fight scene.
exactly. And like on the
are all very
upper
good, by
deck,
the way.
yeah, the upper deck was like they were all like looking for one of them. I don't remember who the bounty was on right now.
I think
but,
it was Josh Hartnett first and then the ghost after.
yeah, but they were like fighting or like looking for someone, and like it felt like there was no anticipation. Like it truly felt like, okay, we're just gonna stay down here until the flight's over, and then like he takes fucking DMT accidentally, and
That was really funny.
and then it's like one of the best scenes in the entire movie. And
Yeah.
if they didn't have that fucking 5-minute talking scene, I would have been like on my fucking seat like the
Yeah.
whole time, like oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah,
Like-
I want to get to the with like the toad poison like hallucinogenic scene like in a bit when we
Yeah.
talk about more like the good stuff. I don't really have any more like harsher critiques of the movie. I think we covered like
Yeah,
most
that
of
was,
those
That was
bases.
everything that like were sore spots for me. I also just want to like what you were saying about like making talking scenes like interesting with like camera movement and whatever. Like
It's
'cause
entirely possible.
We're watching Severance right now. That entire show is just people talking.
Conversations.
Yeah, but they make it interesting every time through like camera movement or whatever else. Like
Exactly, and like same thing with like Succession. Like we know you haven't watched it. We're trying to get you to watch it, but like Succession is. Wait, how did you describe it the other day? Like it was
It is
like
literally
conflict.
it's just literally interpersonal conflicts and confrontations
Yeah.
and conversations for an entire 4-season show.
but there
That's
is
it.
like
is
never
it Wordsworthian?
I would say it's Wordsworthian.
Oh.
almost even dramaturgic. I would
Yeah,
say.
it is.
But we
I lo-
we love.
I'll find the video.
love Jeremy
I'll put it up. Or,
Jeremy
like, I'll put
Strong.
the link to it in the.
Jeremy Strong, if you're watching, I fucking love you. You
We'd
deserve an
love to have
Oscar.
you on the show.
Oh my god.
Please.
And Kieran Culkin. I mean, you got your
Yes.
Oscar
My
fuck, dude. I love
baby.
you.
Dude,
yeah.
super quick aside about Kieran Culkin. That whole thing about him, because like, it's what is it? It's
There's
there's
the award.
for, yeah,
Yes.
it's getting an Oscar.
SAG, I think SAG-AFTRA.
I think
The Tony for Broadway, which I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna get
EGOT?
it. The EGOT.
Yeah, both Sarah Snook and Kieran McCulkin are going for their.
Kieran McCulkin.
Honestly, I call him that
Kieran
sometimes.
McCulkin.
Wait, how did I fuck up? Oh, Kieran Culkin.
Yeah. I guess because like Macaulay
Macaulay Culkin, yeah.
Macaulay.
But
We're
I-
so good on going on tangents.
Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony.
yeah,
And so
Wow.
and he already has an Emmy and an Oscar.
That's crazy.
I think because they're both in different categories, obviously, Kieran and Sarah.
Yeah.
But I think they both so deeply deserve their Tonys because
Yeah.
as ew, wow,
Gross.
as like
That was a big ass censor beep right there.
Yeah. As a Broadway person, like Sarah Snook is in a one-woman show of Dorian fucking Gray playing 26 characters.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you gotta tell me more about that
Straight
later.
up.
That's sick as hell.
Like the picture of Dorian Gray is just like the painting of the guy, and the guy never wanted to get old, so he never gets old, but the painting gets old and fucking icky. But like Sarah Snook deserves the Tony,
Snook.
and no. Sorry, Sarah, if you're watching, I don't want to pronounce your last name.
Somehow
right,
the
I'm sorry.
entire fucking main cast of Succession is watching this video.
I think I would like. I would that. I
Brian
I would
Cox,
die
we loved
happy.
your Tekken video. We're gonna watch it later today. We're gonna.
I don't know if he remembers that.
I'm
Kazuya Mishima.
because I think he's like, either he was like, it was weird how it came out, like how that video came like up. He might have been a Tekken fan. I don't remember offhand. I gotta look more into it.
So
but
funny.
It'd be really funny if he was.
No, but yeah, but Kieran Culkin deserves it also because like
Glenn
Glenn
Ross. I got it
Glenn
for
Ross, thank you. Like I haven't seen the movie. I was told by one of the realtors I work with to watch the movie, so I want to watch the movie. But I've seen clips of him, and like Kieran Culkin just deserves like the God, like he deserves
Yeah.
like the little halo, and like I don't know, like he's just something so incredible.
True.
As like a human being, he surpasses performance. Whereas like Jeremy Strong is such a strong performer
He
that he
is his
surpasses
performance.
like being human.
Yeah.
I remember
love
I
Succession.
started, and I'm so mad that I've like never gotten around to finishing it yet. I started the Trump movie.
The
I'm forgetting-
Apprentice.
The Apprentice. I
Awesome.
can remember
Me
what it
and
was
Chelle
called.
fucking loved it.
Oh, it's so good.
I think I watched like maybe 20 minutes of it
It's
or something.
great.
But what I watched, I really liked, and he's great in that. so-
Awesome.
My
in what I
only
watched.
critique of The Apprentice is that I don't think they had the money.
They should.
Look at us talking about anything but the movie we're supposed to be reviewing.
Oh, Fight or Flight.
Yeah. I got my
my
critiques out of the way.
Yeah.
my
I did
final
also.
critique, in summary, of Fight or Flight is that it didn't need a plot. Sometimes
Yeah.
movies don't need plots.
Yeah. This
Sometimes
did
they
not
can
need
just be
one.
good. Remake it for me. Remake it. No plot with the thing that I said before. Give me that. I'll watch it every single night for a month straight, like I did Mad Max, because holy shit, the fight choreography and everything they did surrounding that.
I'm like-
Good. It was so good every second.
We clearly we gave it a 7 out of 10 for a reason. Like those were some decently harsh critiques, but like fuck.
Yeah.
Like the rest of everything else was really good.
Like I could have like the worst ever like critiques for a movie, and then if you give me like a well choreographed fight scene to set to a song, that'll all 3/4 of that will fucking go away instantly. Like, I am a sucker for that shit.
What I love is that the fights in this movie get more and more ridiculous as they go on. Like, the first one is pretty grounded. It's very impressive. Like, the way it's shot, fucking sick. The way they set up the fight with a couple minutes of tension and character building, loved it.
The guy who looked like Black Adam. Honestly, he was funny. I think he drugged him, which is kind of fucked up, but he's also funny as fuck.
Yo, fucking Josh Hartnett was so charismatic in this. He's so good at playing this mentally
the
fucked up goofball
kind of.
Oh my god, because you could tell he's a lighthearted guy, but he got totally fucked over by the U.S. government and has been hiding for his life for the past 2 years.
Yeah,
so he's very disgruntled, but he's very charismatic. He's kind of like Jim from The Office if he got stuck in what was it, Taiwan in the movie? I think it was somewhere Eastern Asia, Bangkok.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a weird analogy, but
I get what you mean.
Josh Hartnett was awesome, and the fights only get better and better. They were so fucking good.
They're so good, and I love especially with the way that special effects and what's that word?
VFX?
CGI, VFX, all the effects, especially with practical,
visual.
the whole bit, especially with the way they've evolved in even the past 10 years. Let's start there. I've seen a lot of arguments of ultra gory violence, ultra bloody gore, la la la, is so unnecessary, la 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 la. And I have a very similar argument for people who are oh, you don't need sex scenes so needlessly in movies, la 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 la, not everyone needs to be fucking. But we're talking about violence right now. Let me know if you want me to go on a rant about sex scenes. We'll watch a movie about it. Anyways.
Coffee and Credits, the sex episode.
The birds and the bees. And credits
after out. Dude, that's the other. That's that one.
Yeah. Go watch our podcast.
Yes.
Do you guys like my elbow?
Yeah. Oh, no, stop. I fucking hate that. I hate that. I'm not looking at that.
Oh. Okay. What was I talking about?
VFX, special effects.
Oh,
overly, gruesome.
I can get it to a point, because, don't let, babies watch that.
Yeah.
But, I am so enamored with the way that directors will depict blood and gore and all of that, especially just the scene where the grappling hook went through that guy's chest.
Yeah.
Or even the first one where
the first
Josh
kill.
Hartnett didn't even realize
I think that was the highlight kill of the movie for me.
Yeah.
Was
it's so quick.
Yeah,
it's so quick.
Even like you just said, how Josh Hartnett doesn't even realize what happened. Even at least all of us watching, we didn't realize what happened at first until I think until he fell down. I didn't think any of us realized what happened.
The fucking practical.
What?
I was gonna say the practical effect of Josh Hartnett grabs this guy and he just bumps him up to the fucking ceiling and. There's this weird spiky cork hanging whatever,
or in an exposed pipe. Or something
it was I wanted to explain it. It was the sprinkler.
Yeah.
And they were fighting, and Josh Hartnett just kind of pushes him up because the guy was about to choke him and kill him, and we just hear, and we look up and we just scream. The three of us just scrummed. Well, George was there too. He didn't really scream though. But
George is actually behind the couch right now.
I would throw up. George is really good at scaring me. For all of 3 years of my college that I knew him, I thought he was just going to appear at my school. I went to school 3 hours away. Anyways, I think this, really intense, crazy fucking gore. Longlegs had it too. I love it. It's not, pleasant to see someone kind of, dying in a gruesome and brutal way, in a really crazy way.
But it's impressive.
When fucking Nick Cage was slamming his head into the fucking table.
I hated that.
Ooh, I think about it all the time.
This first kill with the sprinkler smoke, whatever. The practical effect of you can see chunks of his brain matter and bones still hanging onto the spray. It's so fucking gross. It's so impressive. Oh my god.
Hunk of his skull. A chunk.
And god, the fucking fight scenes just get crazier as this movie goes on. The ghost girl, she has these three ladies like kind of helping her out throughout the movie.
They're supposed to just be a parody of like old like
ninja
Eastern action movies, kind of like.
And like this one lady has like a big grappling hook that she like swings like fucking Scorpion, and then she flings it in this dude's chest. It's so sick.
And like it, like the thing that I loved about it, and like just like the like a testament to like the fight choreography is like she did that and he didn't fall. The grappling hook like went in, latched on, and then like a couple other things on the side happened, and then like to help someone else's fight, she pulled him down. And like it just like I love.
I just remembered. Why did they put that fucking guy in the overhead compartment?
Yo, like why?
Because he had to hit someone else.
This one dude like picked this guy up and stuck him in like the
It wasn't even like trying to kill him. He just put him in there.
It's so funny.
And then like it opened up at one point and like he hit someone and then it got fucking closed again.
It just.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What? You were telling me to go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Guys. Whenever you go, I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Oh, I was gonna say, like, I love fight choreography that isn't choreographed to be, like, aggressive and, like, purposefully violent or even realistic. I love fight choreography that is, like, theatrical and, like,
larger than life.
Yeah, and, like derives inspiration from, like, classical ballet and, like, certain things like that. And I just think it's so fun, like, because, like, no, that wouldn't be an effective fight if someone got, like, stored in, like, the luggage compartment and, like, was only opened up so he could punch someone else and then close. Like, it, like, none of it was, like, effective ways to fight. Like, you see, like, in, like, Dragon Ball, for example, because I'm, like, looking at Tian right now. Hey, girl. Like, their fights are choreographed, and obviously they're animated characters, and we're talking about real people, whatever. Their fights are choreographed to, like, be effective to, like, hit down. Like every time I watch an anime with any of you guys, you don't even say a sentence, you just go, impact frames?
Yeah.
Which literally did that earlier with my older cousin watching Solo Leveling.
Literally, we started the episode, and Sean just goes, yo, I hope there's impact frames in this one. Guys, like, I went to art school, and, like, I have not heard impact frames so much since, like,
One Piece really fucking
literally
the past couple years.
I'm gonna show you some of those later. Those are fucking insane.
If anyone is listening and is at all confused about impact frames, yes, they do mean precisely the frame in which they just get hit. And it is the impact. It is simple. It's a simple concept. But for some reason, anyone I've ever met that watches it... Also, I'm wearing pants. Like, I know it doesn't look like I'm wearing pants, but I'm wearing
Shorts.
Shorts. Sorry. But, like, anyone I've ever met that watches anime just goes, the impact frames, mama, the impact frames, they have the impact frames.
Like everything becomes black and white for like half a fucking second. It's so.
It's like I think they're cool because like they work in motion. Like if you just let the scene play out, like it looks great. But also if you like freeze and look at these frames like individually, they're still crazy. Look good too. They're not
fucking
like,
nuts.
Like it's not like just in motion that they look good.
And I love when they describe it because it's so fun as someone who has like taken animation classes to hear people going, I like this frame because it looks like a really good drawing. I love it. I love when not like experienced artists experience art with like a certain like naivety. It's probably my favorite thing in the entire world. But why were we talking?
Choreography.
Yeah, like Dragon Ball, like if they hit to fucking hit. Yeah. They slide, like they like it's painful. And like even in like let's say like Thunderbolts. We'd all saw Thunderbolts together. Plus Sean's brother and his father. But
and his
like father. I was gonna say Papa, but I like it anyways. Don't listen to me. But listen to me now because I'm gonna talk again. But in Thunderbolts, like every single hit, minus the, like, that one I won't spoil because it, like, just came out and it's a big blockbuster kind of thing.
Go see Thunderbolts.
It was excellent. I gave it 5 stars. But, did I? I don't know. But,
yes.
Yeah, thank you. Billy knows my letterbox better than I do. But
I memorize everyone's course.
As you should. Minus the big main. Is he he's a new guy?
To the MCU.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't watch the MCU, so it was really impressive to me. But besides him, like all of the fight scenes, like hand-to-hand combat, like the big ouchies, like they were made to be big ouchies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But with Fight or Flight, like it felt like it wasn't meant to really hurt. It was meant to surprise and shock.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
so
Yeah.
many times we fucking
Yeah.
because like if like let's say that scene where that first guy, that really weird guy,
Black Adam.
he was so weird. But like let's say that
I just remembered
Yeah.
the champagne glass going into that guy's fucking eye. Oh my
like
god.
even that, like let's use that because we already talked about the guy with the sprinkler in his head. There was a scene where someone got a bottle shoved in his eye and like he was still living
And
because you
still
lived
fighting.
through that.
Yeah.
And then he got kneed or he fell on it.
It was. I think Josh Hartnett headbutt him.
Oh, he
and
headbutt him, and the glass went
And it, like,
into
pushed
his
the-
brain,
yeah.
therefore killing him. And like certain things like that, like that is meant to make us scream. And I can vouch for all of us when we were on the edge of the fucking seat. Like, and that's what I love. And there were a couple times in The Surfer that also had that very visceral, like,
When he stepped on the glass. Yeah.
I think the major turning point of the movie was the beginning of the third act when Josh Hartnett thinks he's drinking adrenaline.
Which, like, side note, would that work like that in
Yes.
real life? It
I'm pretty
does.
sure.
Okay,
Pretty sure.
all right. I didn't know if that was just like a movie
No,
thing.
I think so. No, I genuinely, I think so.
Or
I'm not a scientist, but I'm pretty sure it's a real thing.
if there's scientists watching or anyone
There's
smarter
not.
than us.
Hank Green, if you're watching, we'd love to have you on the show. And also, does drinking adrenaline actually work?
I think it has to be shot into your veins.
Something, yeah.
'Cause,
something
wait,
like
hear
that.
me out.
Well,
Here-
I guess if you drink it, it
That's-
just goes through your, like...
Intestines.
Science time, brief moment.
We are not scientists. Don't take anything we say at all.
I was studying biochemistry for 3 years. I wanted to get my PhD in it. Anyways, if you think about it critically, if you drink the adrenaline, it goes straight to your stomach. If you shoot it, it goes straight to your veins, and adrenaline really only works.
Yeah.
Because I take a beta blocker that blocks my adrenaline, but that works where it dissolves into my bloodstream. And I don't think, because it's a pill, I don't think a liquid can work fast enough to really dissolve into your bloodstream, so I think it has to be directly shot into your bloodstream.
True. I mean, hey, that makes sense. Like, it
Guys,
sounds good to me. It's-
I might clip this and put it on our TikTok, so
Tag
hi
Hank Green.
TikTok,
Yeah.
if I'm right here.
What's up, Hank? HG, how you doing?
Let us know. Science time over.
But yeah, he drinks what he thought was adrenaline, and it was actually like toad poison or
It was...
like a hallucinogen.
It was supposed to be 5-MeO-DMT, the toad venom that
Yeah.
you extract from the Brazilian toads, and like
This dude.
certain people know 5-MeO-DMT. Like me and George got it. Like you, I did a presentation on it once.
Josh Hartnett gets fucking smacked. At first, you
Yeah.
can't see what he's seeing, and I was like, "Don't tell me we're gonna have a guy on hallucinogens in an action movie and not see what he's seeing." But after a couple minutes, you start to see him fight, and the sequences and the colors and the special effects were so funny.
Yeah.
They were.
So
it was
good.
so immersive and so fucking enthralling. I loved it. It's so specific, but I love when an action movie has a hallucinogen fighting sequence.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
There was like what you were saying about like seeing what like was actually happening. Like I forget what exactly was happening to the guy, but there was like in the hallucinogenic portion there was like something like spraying up from
fireworks.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
there was like
There was-
fireworks coming out of this guy's head.
Yeah, and then you cut back to the actual, and it's just blood like pouring out of
Because
his
Josh
fucking
Hartnett
skull.
buried a fucking hatchet in this
Yeah.
guy's fucking skull, and it's spraying everywhere. It was so cool.
Yeah.
And that's not even the craziest shit. I would say the craziest like section of any of the fighting parts was when the chainsaw just shows up and they start Josh Hartnett throws a chainsaw on a plane towards a crowd of civilians, but they
Yeah.
were being like blocked off by bounty men. Oh my god, it was so fucking fun.
Yeah.
My god, they killed it. They killed it with the action sequences. They were so exciting.
Yeah.
Just so fucking fun.
They
I
really
loved it.
Sorry, I got charged by Google Play and I got confused. It's just because I have the
Kill him.
I have the big Google Drive. I
Fuck
have the
'em.
big boy Google Drive account. But I just I feel like besides my gripes with like the fact that there was a plot, which is like a crazy gripe to have with a movie, but like
I didn't like that this had a narrative.
literally I did not. But that being said, I also like just to nitpick because I love nitpicking. Oh, I'm a nitpicker. Oh, I love it. Well, how did the plane land?
We don't know.
We don't know.
No, I know we don't know. That's my thing.
They
Like, how did
teased-
the plane land?
They teased a sequel at the very, very, very end
Yeah.
of the movie.
But no, okay, but I don't think they're gonna tell us how the plane landed because the plane was already landed. Josh Hartnett was in like a sling and everything, and like the ghost girl
Because-
was like, "We have to go.
Well, 'cause
we
they-
have to go," and it was just exploding.
They said there was a line like when Josh Hartnett and the ghost were in the cockpit at the end, right before that scene, like when it's like it's faking out that you think he's gonna die. She said the pilots weren't flying the plane or whatever. She was trying to say that they were on like some type of autopilot.
Yeah.
So I don't think autopilot can also land the plane, so I don't know if that's like
if any pilots are watching this, you can fact check
I don't
this
know
for
if
us.
autopilot does like automatically land the plane or not.
As someone who's scared of planes, no, I have done enough research to know that autopilot does not
Okay.
land the plane.
So in that case, we have no idea.
Talking
Does
out of
everyone
our
want to know
ass.
my list? Speaking of planes, and this is a plane movie, do you guys want to know my list of reasons I won't get on a plane right now?
That would be really funny.
Sorry, that's our severance list. Fun fact about us, we make lists of like
Yeah.
us as people in our group as like characters of a show.
Or movie.
It's really
anything.
fun.
Or
I
like
have
drink flavors.
yeah, or like colors and
Numbers,
shapes.
concepts,
Like, if-
theorems.
If anyone is ever bored with their friend group, like that's what you got to do. I've never seen anyone else do it. It's so funny.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, Gordon is Darth Vader, and and like Jeff is Luke Skywalker. Like, it's fun.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like use actual examples of like our like for Severance.
Billy is Darth Vader.
Yeah.
I
Like
think
for Severance,
I'm
Billy is
Obi-Wan.
Mr. Milkshake.
for
Mr. Milkshake.
Severance.
Mr. Milkshake. George's Mock. I literally wrote it as M-A-H-K, like how Miss Cobell says
We are
it.
presided over
But-
by Mr. Milkshake.
Severance is such a good show. Okay,
It is.
I have 5 reasons right now, but there are more, so I can make them up while I'm reading. And these are from movies that I've seen recently. Number 1, pilot could be drunk or on drugs. That's from the movie Flight.
Flight.
Denzel Wa-
Denzel.
yeah, from-
Which
I'm drunk right now.
I'm drunk right now.
I'm drunk right now.
I'm drunk right now. Which, okay, one, excellent movie. I
Yeah,
love that
it's
movie.
real-
Every second of that
You know
movie
who loves
was
that movie?
so-
My dad loves that
Yo,
movie.
shout out
we
Mr.
gotta
Boy.
talk shop.
Yeah, my dad loves that movie.
Such an excellent movie, especially like the latter half where like I won't spoil it for anyone because it's not the topic of the movie today, but like it just like the latter half of the movie where they're like going to court and stuff. Like you guys know what I'm talking about. Like
Yeah.
excellent movie. But like the plane didn't crash. Is this a spoiler? The movie's been out long enough. Watch Flight. Fuck you. Sorry, not sorry. Not you directly, but like the general. Anyways, the plane didn't crash because he was on drugs, but he was on drugs. So like, what if then a pilot is on drugs?
Yeah.
Like I'm on drugs sometimes. A lot of the
Sometimes.
time. I'm on drugs right now. I'm drunk right now. I'm not drunk right now. But
Drunk right now.
like
I'm drunk right now.
I as me would pilot a plane if I like had a couple hits in my cart. Like that's fine if I knew how to fly a plane. I'm not saying that. Like what if the pilot did heroin? 2, the passengers could be assassins. Reference to Flight. Obviously,
I don't think there's
like,
been assassins on a plane in the U.S. in about 9/11 joke.
9/11, never forget. We're from New York. We could say these things.
We weren't born yet, so no, we shouldn't.
my pop-
Older people are gonna yell at
My
us.
papa was right across the street though, and then I was born.
Type shit.
But I was born in Utah. Anyways,
Look at us.
like they saved the civilians in the movie, right? They like protected them.
Yeah.
But like, what if I'm collateral damage? And like, An assassin can be on a plane and also get through TSA. Like, assassins don't need weapons to assassinate. They can use their hands. 3, the mechanics could fail. That's what happened in flight.
Yeah. The fucking shit out of Newark,
And also,
New Jersey recently with like the radar and stuff. Like a bunch of like comms have been going down.
Go off
multiple
for like a
times
minute
for the
and a
past
half?
week.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it just happened again like 3 days ago.
That's another reason. Like, what do you mean the towers went out? How are the planes supposed to tell each other where they are?
You don't get it. You don't get it. We had to gut the FAA.
Oh my god. 4, that it just goes down. I don't like when it goes down.
That's a Lost reference.
That's lost.
You put something else on your list. A magnetic fucking field could pull the plane into an island.
0.6 magnets. My 0.5 was that it explodes.
Final Destination.
Yeah.
Literally. There was also the show Manifest. That was an excellent show on Netflix.
I've heard of that. I haven't seen it.
It was when we were in high school, I think. But that was also about a plane crash, but like what? Not like totally about a crime. Like the plane crash did something like Final Destination style. But like, guys, I hate planes, but I love plane crash movies. But they make my fear of planes worse. But however, if I was on this plane in fight or flight, which is big of me to say because I probably wouldn't get on a plane in the first place. But if I was on this plane, I think I would feel a little safe especially because of the flight attendant. What was his name? Garrett.
Garrett was the goat.
Oh yeah.
Like the whole
Big gay guy.
Yeah, like the whole like
Yeah.
like the whole flight crew didn't know what was happening, but they were like, "Oh, okay, no, that's chill."
Why do we remember Garrett's name but not Josh Hartnett? Was it
'Cause-
Reyes? Reyes. I know his last name was Reyes.
I remember Garrett's name because this is a small tangent that's really fucking funny. But I found if you watched our last episode of this one, the After Hours, you would know that I had an issue with my birth certificate and I had a birth scroll.
Lucas Reyes.
Yep.
Sure, Josh Hartnett. But I had an issue, so I was looking for my real life birth certificate, and upon that, I stumbled on my old diary from 6th grade, or from like elementary school to 6th grade, and I think it was from 5th grade, this passage, and I only wrote in that diary 3 times because I've never been able to keep a diary in my life. And I swear to God, this is all coming back to the reason why I remember Garrett. But I found my old diary, and I looked at one of the passages, and it was from whatever year we were in 5th grade, and it was like, "Dear Diary."
2013.
Yeah, thank you. It was like, "Dear Diary." Wait, no, that's cheesy. "Hey Diary." Shit you not. I'll try to, like when I go home, I'll send Billy a picture so we can put it in the video. But the first sentence was, "The 6th grade dance was yesterday. It was fun, period." It was a 5th and 6th grade dance. I wore a Aerosmith shirt and a tie to my 5th grade dance. So I guess I had a ball.
Yeah.
I was so cool like that.
Wait, what the fuck did this have to do with planes?
Hey! It's why I remember Garrett.
Oh.
The second sentence was, "Wow, diary, comma, I've been at Garrett's class 5 times, heart, heart, heart." And I just think that's absolutely so fucking funny.
Garrett's class, huh?
Wow.
Garrett's class.
Do I gotta go fuck this guy up?
I don't think so. No.
I do.
Let's do it.
He looked
I do.
vaguely
Garrett,
bored.
if you're watching this, we're coming for you. We know
We're
where
coming,
you
No.
Garrett.
No, I have when my lung collapsed in 4th grade, all of my friends wrote me cards because I was out of school for 2 months. 4 months actually. I was out of school for 4 months, and he drew a little cat on the card, and it was smoking a little cigarette. But we were in
Never
4th
mind,
grade.
that's sick
so,
as hell.
like,
Garrett, we'd like to apologize for our last statement.
Shit.
That was-
to have you
But-
on the show.
So I remember Garrett's name because Garrett was in my 5th grade diary. But then I kept reading the diary, and like 10 pages later, 10 blank pages later, it was, "Garrett broke my heart today, period." And then I wrote, "My new crushes are..." I'm like,
They
outing
are
myself.
as follows.
I literally wrote, "My new crushes are..." One of these is gonna sound fucked up because we have an Eric on the podcast. It's not this Eric. I did not know these people until 3 years ago. My new crushes are Eric and Dylan. ... I used to like Jordan ... But I set him up with Juliana ... That's fine. like line face, like stoic face. And then, like, at the back of the diary, I think it was from probably 8th grade, because that's when I started questioning my sexuality. I wrote, "Hey diary, I like girls now." And that was the last page of the diary.
That's
From 5th to 8th grade.
pretty
But anyways,
cut
that's
and
why I
dry.
remember Garrett. But that's also a story from my youth.
We love those on the show.
So how do you feel about that? Like this video if you would like more stories from my youth. I made this video to describe how some emotions can travel through time, and we can remember things from our youth. Like and follow.
We have a podcast.
I'm Dexley.
I think my last like cool little point about the movie, and then I think I'm good.
No, but what if I want to keep talking?
my last
I'm never on the show. I want to keep talking.
my last personal point
I have more.
is I think something really cool is that, like, again, I mentioned in the beginning, like, this is going to be compared to Bullet Train a lot, and I think in the way that, like, the only way I want to allude it to Bullet Train is that this movie was made with, like, a fucking fraction of the budget that Bullet Train had. Like, Bullet Train had a lot of money behind it. This did not. And it, like, shows here and there, but not, like, in a bad way. You can tell that they worked to the absolute best of their ability with, like, the budget that they had. And, like, fuck, I put it, like, half a star lower than Bullet Train. So, like, imagine this movie with, like, a more tightly packed, like, script and, like, less of a narrative and more money. Dude.
Yeah, like that's...
So let's hope that sequel gets made, because I fucking hope so. To be almost
seriously.
as good as Bullet Train with, like, a fucking little baby amount of money,
It's pretty good.
impressive.
That's pretty good.
It's really impressive. That's my last point.
Yeah.
I don't have any other points, but I want to keep talking.
We can talk about coffee, because we are coffee and credits.
We could also talk about credits.
Yeah.
I like my coffee black, but also sometimes I like it with the sweet stuff in it, and I like my credits with the font Futura.
True.
I like my coffee when it's hot, black, and when it's iced, I like iced oat milk lattes with funny flavors.
Whoa.
Tee-hee. And I
Whoa.
like credits. I don't know. I like the font Comforta a lot. I always use that. That's my
Let's see.
favorite credit.
I like my coffee hot. I like it black, but also with like milk and sugar or whatever. And then iced, I rarely ever have. But when I
shit.
do, I'll usually just get that with like milk, whatever, like usual stuff.
The little height.
And I like my credits. I like my credits set to songs that I like, and I also like them set to the Fond Lexend, which I don't think I've ever seen in a
I was
movie's
just about
credits
to
before.
say-
We
So
gotta do
if
that.
any future directors, whatever out there, if you put your credits in Lexend, I will give your movie 5 stars.
I'll do it for you, Billy.
Let's
I
fucking
think-
go.
I think Lexend is like a Google font. I don't think they use Lexend professionally.
Fuck!
Guys,
They
we should
should.
watch. We should watch the documentary Helvetica.
What is that?
Oh, is that... Oh!
Is that a font documentary?
Low key?
Yeah.
I'm down.
Are you serious?
It's so good. Me and
Because of Helvetica Standard.
me
Oh,
and
shit.
the kid that me and Sean work with, his papa. I don't want to like out any names. But me and him talked about Helvetica, the documentary, for so long, and we spent like a half an hour trying to find it.
That's
It's
sick.
really hard to find. I think it might be on YouTube or like the Internet Archive. But it's just a documentary about fonts and how fonts were
Didn't know
made.
that.
It's so good.
That's sick as hell.
Fuck serif fonts. I hate serif.
Well,
Guys, I want to keep talking. Talk to me about fonts. I don't like serif. What about you guys?
Wingdings is funny. That's like the class clown of fucking fonts. It's like... Guys!
I like Futura Medium. That one's pretty good.
I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Coffee and Credits.
I want to keep talking.
Well,
What's your favorite beef jerky flavor?
We can start a new show. We could do fonts and jerky.
Fonts
with friends.
Fonts
we could do
with
fonts with friends. We could do we could have a font podcast, and then we can get all the college professors to listen to it.
Let us know the heat check on Fonts and Friends, guys.
Let us know the heat check on me being allowed to talk and then uploading it,
Yes.
and it's like 4
Fuck
hours
it.
long.
Yeah, sure.
Do you guys want that?
Any video is a good video.
Yeah.
That actually isn't true, but you know what I mean. Most videos are good videos.
If you guys want a 4-hour video of Chelle talking, let us know.
Yeah,
hit us up. We're gonna heat check on
Vote
that.
on your phones below.
But I think that's gonna be the end of today's first official episode of Coffee and Credits. Billy came up with the name for that. I fucking love it. Like it's so good. Yeah. Next should be what? Juliet and Romeo.
Yes.
Which I know absolutely nothing about.
Same.
So
And then I think after Juliet and Romeo, we won't. I don't think our next video after Juliet and Romeo will be another review unless we get like a big one. And I feel like the next video after that will probably be a more like open discussion video about like
definitely.
a different topic.
I have a bad feeling about Juliet and Romeo. I feel like it's gonna be really bad, but you guys could find out.
I don't like Romeo and Juliet remakes. I only like the original play, obviously, the first movie, and the play The Fantastics.
Which movie was the only one that I've seen because we had to watch it for class was
Leonardo DiCaprio?
No.
Oh.
The one from the 60s
Yeah,
with the
Olivia Hussey.
Yeah,
and
that's
the guy
the first
I don't remember.
one.
That is the first one. Okay.
They
I
should not
love
have
that
shown
one.
us that shit when we were kids.
Yeah, dude. That was, I mean, like,
Oh.
Like that.
it was like it's educational. So like what? Like they can take the hit on that, but it's still fucking crazy.
That movie gave a lot of first boners, I think, for a lot of people. So, what better note to end on than boners? Thank you all for tuning in. If you like boners, come follow us.
Yes.
If you like movies,
We have a
I guess also follow us.
If you like everything ever, we have a podcast that we talk about everything ever on. So
Salesman After Hours. This has been the first episode of Coffee and Credits. Thank you all for tuning in.
It's like not really the first episode, but like
the first titled episode of Coffee and Credits. I think that's about it.
See you guys next time.
Next time.
bye.
Slate.